Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Justin Kenward, and this is
Angie Dee from Ask Angie Dee.
I will link her stuff below, but she is a feminist slash all-around fun gal.
Thank you for that. Yeah, so I try to go and write on my blog about feminist issues. I try to, just raise awareness about all that stuff. So, yeah, that's why I'm here today.
So today we're talking about Sam Pepper. I was going to put my thoughts into a video about a week ago, but then Angie got in touch and said she wanted to do some collab videos with each other, and I thought it would be far more entertaining to do it with somebody else's mug than just my ugly mug, and hers is a lot nicer to look at. So yeah, we basically got like 10 questions, 5 of which are going to be on my channel. The other 5 are going to be on her channel.
Yes.
And you can see them on her channel and my channel, and that way everybody can get all the questions and get all the information, at least everything that I could find that was available to us.
Yes.
I had the slight advantage. I showed her a video, 4 videos, in order as they released over the course of 2 years. So she watched them all at once.
I did.
I had the advantage of having seen the actual prank videos when they came out, because I was following Sam Pepper, and actually I'm still technically subscribed to him, mostly because I especially wanted to see how this all played out over time, and I really wanted to see how he rebranded himself, because he did decide to stop pranks and rebrand himself and put a little more positivity out into the atmosphere. So that being said, we're going to just go ahead and jump into the questions.
Yes.
So, question time!
Yes.
So, the first question is, we kind of already went over it. Who is Sam Pepper?
Okay. And before you even sent me those videos, I had no idea who Sam Pepper was. So, after I watched it, I was kind of obsessive, and I started looking at his channel. I started looking at his new videos. I started looking at, the videos that he sent me, and I found out who he was. Apparently, he started in a reality TV show, and then he went onto YouTube. And once he was on YouTube, he started making prank videos, prank-style videos, which is now what I know about him. Yeah. How did you get to know him?
For me, I stumbled across his channel long ago when he was doing prank videos. There were a lot of them, and I'm not gonna lie, the one that started the problem was the butt pinching prank video, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me giggle. I did get a laugh out of that, but there were other ones that were far funnier, that were also less crude, that brought me into him. And like, he'd walk around as disguised as an old man, like suddenly doing like backflips or something weird that you wouldn't expect an old man to do. So I really enjoyed the ones that didn't really make a fool out of people, but put out a good vibe in the atmosphere. So the next question: what are your thoughts on prank video as a general category?
Okay, so prank videos on YouTube, I'm not too familiar with because I don't subscribe to a lot of prank videos on YouTube. But I do see them around, like on Facebook. I see them around, like when I was little, I used to watch Spanish prank video shows, and I used to love them because they were funny. So as a whole, I think they're pretty funny depending on what you're doing, So they can be, because it's pretty much people reacting to things that you don't see out in the ordinary all the time. So as a whole, I enjoy them at times to watch them. But it depends on what the context is.
I think that would be pretty much similar with me too. It takes people out of their comfort zone too, because it is something you don't see in the normal. It's really radical most of the time. Like, there was one video I saw, it was actually done by Philips, I think, where they lined a window. They put like a fake window on an office wall, and they brought people in for interviews. And during the interview, a meteor, at least in the perspective of this fake window, crashed and destroyed the earth, and this cloud of nonsense came rushing at them, and you'd get to watch how they freak out.
Okay.
And that was kind of a contained thing, and unfortunately later it turned out that wasn't real.
Okay.
The interviewees were actually actors and they were actually in on the joke.
Okay.
And which I'm learning actually throughout, because of the Sam Pepper thing, that a lot of prank videos we see are, it turns out to be kind of staged or set up.
That's what I learned too through the videos that you were showing me.
But yeah, growing up we also had like things like Candid Camera, which they got lawsuits all the time, but nobody really got hurt. But people felt like they were being made a fool of. So I generally like them.
Yeah.
There was one Sam Pepper did where he gave out fake tickets. So people would be like, "Why are you giving me a parking ticket? I did nothing wrong. There's money in the meter." And he's like, "Sorry, it's written," and walks away. But then the person opens up the letter and there's like money in the envelope. So that was fun, because then you're taking something and putting a positive spin and putting something positive in the atmosphere. So,
Okay.
so question 3. Sam's pinching ass prank video was the beginning of his downfall. Do you find the idea of this prank funny?
I don't, because I mean, I know that you did. You said that you giggled on it, and I think it's different for a guy to see it that way. And I'm not being like kind of like, you know, guys are different than girls, but in this case I believe it is, because there's a lot of women out there that have been in that situation where they've been touched, they've been pinched, they've been groped, they've been even a simple, just like, you know, if you're walking past them and you touch them a little bit, that kind of feeling is not a good feeling to have. You feel unsafe, you feel like you've just been
Violated.
Yeah, violated. You feel like you've just been violated. And I can't explain, because for a guy, like, I feel like it's like, okay, you know, somebody accidentally touched me, or somebody, you know, like groped me. I feel like that's wrong too, if a woman, you know, gropes someone that they're not supposed to. But in their case, it's like they know that they can defend themselves against whoever did that. For a female, I feel like a lot of times it's harder to defend yourself, because you don't know what you're up against. You don't know if they're going to turn violent. You don't know what's going to happen. So in a lot of cases, you have to stay quiet. You have to be silent. You have to just take it. And I think that's why I don't see it as funny, because it's real life situations, and it's really circumstances that some women have been in, and it's a very uncomfortable place to be in.
And I think that's very, very accurate in that sense that I did find the video when I first saw it funny, a little chuckle worth. It wasn't his best video, but that's beside the point. I think what it comes down to is that, as I have a habit of disassociating things we all do, disassociating things on the internet, even videos, with real life things. So yeah, in this scenario, I found it a little funny, but if it was happening at like The Office or something like that, I would definitely have been a lot more offended for the girls. So yeah, that style, that video in particular, I found a chuckle, but I could have done without it. And again, he's since come out and said that it was set up, and he went to the girls beforehand and said, okay, I want you to react offended, or I want you to laugh, or I want you to do this. Whether or not that's true, that's what he's claiming. That was his, we'll call it his testimony, for lack of a better term. Okay. 4. How much money do you think Sam made on during prank videos? Okay, so before we get into that, I want to clarify that he has not actually shared his income, which he doesn't have any. He has a right not to.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to tell you how much he made. I will say that the most famous YouTuber, PewDiePie, has like 27 million subscribers and pulls in around 4 million a year off advertising alone. And now he's doing a thing on YouTube Red, which is kind of like a survival reality series type thing.
Okay.
So he does pretty well. Sam Pepper is not as popular as him, but he was pretty popular at the time, having millions of subscribers. So it's safe to say that he made a good chunk of money doing videos.
Yeah, he did, because also in one of the videos that we'll be talking about, he also said that because of what happened, he lost so many subscribers, so many viewers, that he was scared about not being able to pay rent. So obviously this is his, main source of income, and he's able to pay, for rent. He's able to make a lot of money because of this. So I'm not sure how much he's making in prank videos. I want to say it's going to be something that's substantial to where it affected him that people were unsubscribing to him or not watching his videos. So I want to say he's making a decent living off of it.
Yeah. And the reason I felt this question is important is because, one, it kind of supported the last question, which is why Sam would... Well, not the last question, but it kind of explains, well, he would make up fake videos because he's getting that revenue. He wants it's his job. Mm-hmm. Inappropriate or not, that's something that needs to be considered, because a lot of people do things that are inappropriate and have gotten in a lot of troubles, even though it was for the sake of income and stuff. So just because it's the income doesn't necessarily make it right or wrong. Mm-hmm. That's a societal thing, I could think, to figure out. Also, to explain some of his actions, which those questions will be in her part of the video, his actions as to why he kind of did certain things later and how he responded to them. So question 5, after the internet started accusing Sam of sexual assault, he released a video of similar subject matter assaulting men. At the end of the video, Sam made a statement that the pinching videos were a social experiment, and that he was raising awareness for assault against sexual assault on men. What are your thoughts as to why he'd do this?
So, I think in one of the videos that you sent me, he was doing an interview with the
Drama Alert.
Yeah, Drama Alert. And he told them that he made that move because he was getting so much backlash from the video. So he decided, you know what, I'm going to make a video saying that it was all because I wanted to do saying that it was a social experiment, that I wanted to do this to raise awareness on male sexual assault. And he said it himself that it was just kind of like a BS video. At the time, people thought he was just covering... I mean, I think he was just covering his ass because he obviously knew he did something wrong, okay? Whether or not he paid the girls or whether or not he told the girls to do this, it's still a wrong video to put out into the web universe, okay? I don't care if he told them before. I don't care if he didn't tell them before. It's still a bad video to put out there because so many people are watching it to where they're going to think it's okay to do those type of things. Okay, so that's my view on it in that sense. So he came out and said, oh, actually, it's just because I wanted to do a social experiment on this. To me, that was pure BS. I don't believe he did it because he wanted to raise awareness. I just think he was trying to cover his ass. So that's my thought on it.
I think that's actually very accurate. I think in light, because this goes back to how much the income thing. Mm-hmm. He saw his numbers dwindling. He saw that his income was lowering, and he saw he had to do something. So, at least from a business standpoint, most businesses, if you notice, when they have some type of scandal, they don't talk about it much. They just don't. They try to get past it. So as a business standpoint, I think he was trying to get past these claims. Unfortunately, I don't think you counter a assault accusation on a video about assault with another video about assault. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like fire and fire.
Yep.
It doesn't get you very far. And even more to the point, even after that, he got in touch with some friends and he created a kidnapping video.
Yeah.
Which
I saw.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's funny because I didn't know that was Sam Pepper, but I saw it and I thought it was I was like, who would do this? Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, I remember watching it and I was horrified at first because I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the video, I was like, okay, this has got to be fake, because at the end he had his friend say, okay, just so you know, I forgave him. I don't. He was just doing it for fun. It was funny. And I never thought, because of that, I didn't think it was real. Because I don't think, if you put somebody through an extreme situation where you literally make your friend think his friend got killed,
no, yeah.
I don't think they'd forgive you. I think they'd be done with you.
Yep.
So I never thought that was real.
Especially right after.
Yeah, especially right after.
Yeah.
And then later he comes out as saying as it was fake.
Yeah.
Staged rather, not. Of course, it was fake, but so I think he does this stuff. Well, he saw money, and that's I guess the bane of all our evils.
Yes.
We can all do bad things with money when money's involved.
Yes. And the thing is that he also mentioned in that interview that he saw that other people were getting lots of views and lots of subscriptions because they were making fake prank videos. So that's why he decided to start making fake prank videos. So that was kind of his argument as to why he started making these videos. So I totally agree with you. I think he's just doing it for subs and for likes and for, people to keep watching him.
Yeah.
Which backfired.
Yeah, very much so. So,
Right.
at least so far, as kind of, since we're dividing up the video, my thoughts so far is that he's teetering in his personal defense. He's trying to avoid the subject, which I understand, but so far it's not working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct. And actually, he decided to do this video because until recently he came out with the new video, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But this has been going on for how long?
About 2 years-ish.
2 years, right? So when he first told me about it, I was like, oh, this happened like so long ago. Why is it current news? But then he told me, okay, this has just, like, literally he just came out with a new video last month. If last month, it was like 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, I saw it, but I didn't realize how soon that was. So I can see why this is, like an issue that needs to be addressed now.
Yes. And yeah, his comment sections are just, they're polar opposites. Like you have his group of fans, and then you have his anti-fans, and they're just completely opposite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so.
Totally.
All right, so you can see the rest of the questions and the conclusion on Angie's channel.
Yes.
Description will be below. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and do the same for her. You guys have a nice day. This is Justin Kenward signing out.